Welcome to the Wise Take DFS podcast. I am your host, CK013. You can find me on Twitter at CK_013. And I'm joined once again by two of Wise Take's finest NBA DFS analysts. First up, we got Johnny the Greek. You can find him on Twitter at GDaddy80. Johnny, how you doing tonight, man?
I don't even know how to answer that, man. Like we talked earlier today. We had a show this, earlier this afternoon, and me and you were on a lot of plays, and me and you and Paulie were on a lot of plays, and then all that news comes out, and it's just like shit hits the fan, or everything hits the fan, and we start to rush and scramble to get lineups together, and wasn't that great of a night tonight. But tomorrow hopefully is gonna be a little bit better on the short slate, and tomorrow looks tough, so we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, it does look tough. We took a slight peek before the show, I did not do well on FanDuel, but I did do well on DraftKings. I played a lot of Bobby Portis on both, which was a bust, obviously. But even with a 7 on DraftKings, I still managed to do pretty well over there. So I am going to take that. I was pretty pissed because I looked at FanDuel and it just wasn't working out. And I was just let me just check DraftKings. Let me just see. And I was like, wow, okay, well, that's strange, but I'll take it. No complaints. We're also joined by the man who needs no introduction, Mr. CashinDFS. You can find him on Twitter at CashinDFS. You can also find him hanging out at in the golf chat because I think golf lock is at 12 p.m. or on FanDuel it's like 7 a.m. and then on DraftKings.
No, they changed. I told you they was going to change it. They changed it, yeah.
So 12 p.m.
It's in noon, yeah.
Yes, I suggest if you haven't checked the package out, if you're listening to this on Thursday, you're probably too late. But if you're listening to this live now and you haven't already checked out Cashin's premium podcast and his 2 articles, you are missing out. Cash, how'd you doing today, man? I know you weren't really focused on NBA too much, like you were in the golf zone, but I think I saw your main lineup that you showed me, and despite a 9 from Dinwiddie, you had a really damn good score. I don't know, you're the only one I know that can manage to like always have that one, because you always talk about how that one player screws you, and like it does happen to you all the time, but like you have some of the most ridiculous scores with like a 7 or a 5. I've seen you have a 0 before and still manage to min cash. Like, I mean, I don't know how you do it, man. I really don't.
Yeah, it makes it fun.
I mean,
makes it fun to have a great lineup and your 2 point guards suck a D.
yeah. You had Rondo and Dinwiddie in your lineup still. Not only min cash, but like it was a decent min. Like you got it pretty high.
It was over min cash.
Yeah. You had Drummond who put up a 60. You had wow. I mean, I don't know, Johnny. I don't know about you, man. But like, if I get somebody that gives me a 7, like, or let alone 2 players who fail to hit value, I have a very hard time cashing. Like, I don't know how this man does it, man. I really don't, man.
Yeah, I remember we were talking a couple days ago on FanDuel how like I put up like a 340 with a 0.
Yeah, true.
Remember that? We were talking about that. So on FanDuel, it's possible because like you have more salary cap, so you can get the bigger plays in there. Like on DraftKings, it's hard. It's much harder to do, but you can do it. I mean, you put up over 300 today with a Bobby Portis dunk, so
on DraftKings,
yeah.
Yes. On DraftKings, yes.
Yeah, so it's hard to do, and FanDuel is just so much point chasing in general. So like, right. I get what Cashin's doing there. Like he's trying to get the high side and upside where there's some low owned plays, and so that's why he does what he does. And I mean, one day he's really gonna rip it. Like he's gonna get that one that's missing by 7, it's gonna hit 50, and he's gonna take all the money home, And so, his style is that I want to win it. I want to win the tournament. I don't want to min cash. So he's just playing the way he plays, which is good. I mean, he's gonna rip it.
Yeah, I mean, like the bottom line is the reason he's able to do it is because he's able to identify the plays with upside. Like he might have got a 7 from, he got a 9 from Dinwiddie, but he got a 60 from Drummond. He got a 60 to make up for that. You had Lou in that lineup, right, Cash?
No, Lou was on my other team.
Oh, okay, Lou was on the other team. You had somebody else who
also did well. Oh no, I had Marketing and
Marketing. That's the guy, Marketing.
Had Be Easy. I had Valentine.
Yes.
And I had Sabonis too. That also sucked, but
yeah,
it had three duds in there, but all the rest of them was on point.
The ownership on FanDuel for those guys was absurd. I mean, we knew it was going to be like that, but Portis was like 50 and Sabonis was like 50, I think, also on this huge slate.
What did Portis Portis got a 7, you said?
Yes.
7.5?
7.5. 7.5. I don't want to take anything away from the guy. He got a 7.5.
Hey, at least Sabonis was better than that.
Yes, but my boy Kemba came through, man. Point guards against Dallas. Loving it.
Yeah, I had Walls my number 1 point guard, and then
I
pushed out.
Yeah, realistically, all you had to do was just pay up for point guard, and there was a good chance that the guy you had went for 60. I mean, it was like Chris Paul went for 60, Russell Westbrook went for 60, John Wall went for 60, Kemba went for 60. It was like all you had to do is you just had to pay up. That was basically like for point guards.
You just get in Drummond and you get those 4 guys. You get Lou Will in there. You get you would have made all the money tonight.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
But we do have a 3-game slate. We're gonna go game by game as we do. I'm looking at the chat right now. It looks like a lot of these guys did well. Like even with duds, it seems like everybody in the chat had a dud, but like they still put up impressive scores. So that's what it's all about in tournaments. You got to grab the upside. If you grab those guys with those ceilings and they go off for those games, it can make up for a lot. You know what I mean? It could definitely make up for a lot. Lou Will on people's lineups made up for a lot. Like he made up a lot of people min cash with Bobby Portis because maybe they had like a Lou Williams or a Drummond or one of these guys that made up for him by just having a ceiling type game. So it's a 3-game slate, gentlemen. We do this usually every time there's a 3-game slate, but I like to keep it fresh, and sometimes we have new people listening. So Johnny, you first, man. How are you going to approach this 3-game slate here? This is a particularly ugly 3-game slate, in my opinion.
Oh, it is. But the one thing I just want to say really quick, just before we get into this, was this is a perfect night of why you can fade the chalk and make money, because the chalk did not hit tonight. And if you would have been on, Drummond and all that chalk, you didn't make money. And so that's why in tournaments you can fade. Nobody is a guarantee. There's no such thing in DFS. That was a reminder, I think, to all of us because the chalk's been hitting lately. That just reminds me tonight, like, hey, you know what? I didn't do as well as I should have, and I normally don't do this, but I started to get into those chalkier plays because they've been hitting lately. So it's a lesson learned tonight. I think for all of us, if you didn't make money, you probably played too much Cousins and didn't work out for you.
Too much Portis, definitely.
And way too much Portis, yeah, because both those guys, those are the 2 chalk, yeah. So
all right, no, definitely. All right. Now you can answer my question.
Yes. So on this slate, what I'm looking at is there's not a lot of big. Highly owned, not highly owned, but not a lot of big dollar plays out there today. They're not a big studs. Everybody's going to be chalk because it's a very, very, very small slate. I'm just going to basically, on DraftKings, I'm just going to dodge all the big dollars, and I'm going to do a complete balanced lineup. If I think somebody's going to be chalky, I'm just not going to play them. You have to do something different on a 3-game slate, and I'm going to play the best plays and just fade the chalk. And go from there and try to win it. Don't worry about cashing anymore.
Okay, fair enough. Cash, what's going to be your approach to a 3-game slate as ugly as this one?
I'm not sure. Why is the Magician so freaking expensive?
It's one of the Lakers.
God.
Yeah, on FanDuel, I think it's like a 9.9 or something. It's insane.
I don't know the answer. I don't have an answer to that question.
It's a tough question. It is. I mean,
stack the Clippers Sacramento game.
that's the first look stuff.
Because people's going to Cleveland and people's going to LA.
Yeah, it's so stupid that they had to do this 3:00 game and just kind of, because a 4-game slate you could have had something to work with. It would have still been an ugly slate, but at least you would have had something to work with. This 3-game slate it's rough. It is rough.
Because there's not a lot of known value, and all the value that we've been getting the last few games have been priced up.
Right.
I think that's the hardest part of it too. But there's no stars and scrubs to go. You can't play the stars and scrubs lineup anyway. So I hope there's no value that comes out. I really don't, because it's gonna mess up my plays. I hope no value comes out tomorrow.
My dude went ham, man.
Who?
My dude.
Which dude?
Tyrone. I was begging everybody to play him.
I told you before the show.
Only got 19 minutes. I know. I was begging everybody to play him.
I did.
And today is the day.
Oh, I see.
I was
going to say, I did play it. We put up 40. I was like, why do you think I cashed with a 7? Because I played his ass.
Better call Tyrone, goddamn.
Tyrone, Long Beach style.
3-6. Oh, man. I love this kid.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
And old boy that sucks a bag of D's is out.
Which old boy?
He got hurt today.
There's quite a few bag of D's out there.
Oh, what's his name?
Williams.
No, CJ Williams.
CJ.
You're right.
CJ Williams. He sucks balls.
They said he got caught
Never play him.
Or something like that. They said he got
what's his name? Lou Will picked one of his legs up and like dragged it with the trader off the court.
Ouch. Must have been rough. Oof.
Yeah, it looked like he twisted. He just rolled his ankle.
But most likely he'll probably miss, right?
He had a good game. Oh yeah, I don't think he's gonna play.
I don't think he's gonna play.
Typically, if you need help getting off the court, you usually miss at least a day, right?
I mean, dude played well while he was in there, but that guy sucks. I'll never play him. I don't give a damn what he does.
Fair enough, guys. All right, let's go ahead and dig in here before we get too off the rails here, because lately we've been having a lot of fun, and I don't want it to stop, but we do have a podcast to get through. We have a late lock, so for those of you that are checking out the Y stream tomorrow, the premium subscribers, it is going to be a little bit later. It's going to start about 6:30 p.m. Eastern, because the games don't start until 8 p.m. Eastern, so we got some extra time. Anyway, Johnny, I'm going to ask you first, man. I want you to just break down this Cleveland and Toronto game. Like give me an idea of what stands out to you. How would you approach this game? I know it's a first look, so just kind of go through with us and tell us what you see.
Yeah, do we have a total on this? I was looking earlier. I couldn't find a total yet.
No, man. It looks like none of the games have total. I guess they're waiting for something in all the games, and none of the games have totals.
Okay. So what I'm looking at here in this game is I think Toronto is going to lose this game. I think with Kyle Lowry's probably going to be out tomorrow. That means Wright is going to get a lot more usage tomorrow. Van Fleet will get more usage. I think Siakam's didn't play tomorrow because Ibaka's out. I think Toronto's just not going to be able to hang, though. Maybe Val gets a little bit more run tomorrow. So we'll see how that all plays out. But for me, I really like to fade this game. I think it's going to be a popular game to play. And what Cashin was talking about a minute ago, I'm really thinking of that strategy tomorrow. I'm really looking at more on the Clipper-Sacramento game tomorrow and then the Lakers-San Antonio game. I'm really looking to fade this game. I don't think this game stays close. I think Toronto loses by more than 12.
Okay. Tomorrow. All right. Interestingly enough, so you're concerned here, like you're not looking into anybody, or are there any blowout?
Oh no, yeah, I can give plays out, sure, but you wanted my views on the game tomorrow. That's my views on the game.
Yeah. Like, I want the views on the game. But I want the plays.
Sure.
Man. I want the plays.
Oh, okay, I'll give you some plays. Give me
some damn plays, man.
So plays tomorrow. We got to wait on the Thomas news. I know he's not going to be suspended for that clothesline or whatever last game when he got kicked out, little WWE action over there. So he's not going to be suspended, but I wonder if his minute restriction is going to be limited or not. If it's going to be lifted, I might have a little interest in him at 6,000. He's really cheap, but I think he's still going to be around 20, 22 minutes. I think the play here at point guard though in this game is going to be Wright. He's still, I think, underpriced at 5,100 for his role he's getting right now. I definitely prefer him over Van Fleet. Whatever. I like him a lot better. Van Fleet's cheaper at 3,900, but I don't think he's as good of a play. I think Wright's going to match up better with Cleveland. So I like that at point guard. I'm really not on DeRozan tomorrow. I mean, he's really expensive. He's almost 9,000. He's 8,800 on DraftKings. Tomorrow might be a slate where raw points matters. I just really don't want to play a chalky DeRozan tomorrow after he let us all down, and I'm not really a DeRozan guy in general, so I'm not going to take that look tomorrow there. I think there's a couple really sneaky plays in here for me. I'm definitely not going to play LeBron on the slate. I think he's going to be probably the highest owned guy on the slate. For me, I like the play of Crowder tomorrow. He's never highly owned. He's been 3,900. His price hasn't gone up for a long, long time, and he and Isaiah Thomas have great chemistry. And if you look back at Boston, when Isaiah Thomas and Crowder were both over there, they played so well together. Crowder was always involved in the mix. He was a scorer. He was more involved in the offense there. With Thomas, his first game back, I know he was limited in minutes, but you saw Jay Crowder put up like 39 DraftKings points or something like that. Because Crowder, he's not a guy who's going to create his own shot. And LeBron's so worried about running the offense there, he can't create the shot for Crowder. So with Thomas being a second facilitator there, he can definitely create shots and open up looks for Crowder. So I definitely like Crowder tomorrow at a cheap price. Especially right now, we don't see any value on the slate, like cheap value. He looks like he could be a good play at 3,900. And then I would say that another play I like here that's value would be right now CJ Miles, 3,600. I like him a lot tomorrow. And then I've already talked about Siakam. I like those plays. But really, when it comes to Love and LeBron, I'm going to fade all those guys. I might play a little Jeff Green tomorrow. I think he's definitely in play. But yeah, I don't really love anything else here.
Okay, all right. Cash, give me your take on this game, and I want to hear your plays.
My take is Kevin Love is very cheap. That's one take. My other take is if Toronto, on FanDuel at least, what is he on DK?
Oh, wait a minute. Ibaka's probably going to be suspended too, isn't he?
He's already out.
He already is suspended.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's why I like the plays I like.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
what was your question, Cash?
How much Love is on DK?
He's 7,900 on DK.
Oof.
Yeah.
Don't play him now.
Yeah.
But if you play him on FanDuel, you got to pick him as center, which blows. But
yeah.
No, my thought of this. Yeah, my thought of this game is if Toronto is gonna win this game, DeRozan and Wright have to go off. That's my feeling. I don't think Val can stay on the court. He doesn't stay on the court when he needs to stay on the court. He could be playing Andre the Giant, and he's not going to stay on the court because the coach don't play him. I mean, he doesn't play against nobody. So he's not I don't think this is no Valanciunas game. I think he will play 20 minutes or less, and it's going to be DeRozan or Wright that needs to go off for Toronto to have a chance, because they're missing two of their better players, two starters, their point guard, and Cleveland is full strength. So that's my thought about the game. So if I think that's going to happen, I'm going to play Wright and I'm going to play DeRozan, even at his elevated price.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hell of a price for DeRozan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My goodness. But he has been better. He's going to have to be better tomorrow. But that's
he's going to have to put up his best game of the year to get value. You know what I mean?
No. He's put up a 60 already this year, right?
Yeah.
But he's going to have to be good. He is going to have to go off for them to have, oh, no. He put up a 74. I forgot about that. Against Milwaukee.
What's his price on FanDuel again?
9.6.
Yeah, I mean,
So you want at least 50.
He's got to put at least, well, for me, 60, 6X, you know?
Yeah.
But in the same situation, if that happens, it means that Cleveland guys is playing well too. On these short slates, man, it's just a good idea to stack every single game. If one of them happens to go to double overtime, you're looking good. No matter which one it is, it could be the lowest total, which will be, I don't know, wouldn't it be the Clippers, Sacramento? I mean, that has to be the lowest total, right?
They don't have the totals out. I would think that's what
I
it's
know,
going to be.
but that's my guess. So.
Yeah, Toronto plays pretty slow, and they're typically a good defensive team, although they are missing Lowry, and we got to think about these things.
Sacramento Clippers.
Yeah, that's the middle. The middle game is the slowest pace game for sure.
Yeah,
but that's the way I would attack this game. If I don't think that they have a chance to keep it close, I won't. I will just play some value options. But Wright and DeRozan have to play well for Toronto. That's my opinion.
In order for the game to stay close. Yeah. I mean, like...
And Siakam is min price.
Yeah.
So without Ibaka, like, that is good for him. I don't do this Miller kid. And maybe Nog. Maybe Nog can get some more minutes. Like, I'm not going to go to Valanciunas. That's just not going to happen. Which he could go off. The guy, I love him. I mean, he's good. It's not his fault I don't play him. It's his coach's fault I don't play him. So, I mean, one of those two guys, Nog or Siakam. I would guess Siakam. I'm pretty sure he's going to start. He's going to have to have played well too, or play a lot of minutes for their price. Siakam's probably going to be chalk.
Yeah, most likely. Just because people know Ibaka's out, so they're going to look to play his backup, who is, very cheap.
And personally, I think he's a better player than Serge Ibaka right now today.
But can he throw a better punch? That's the question.
Yes,
Serge
he
Ibaka
can probably, and he's probably smarter
me?
than not fight James Johnson.
You don't know the picture of Matt Barnes? Serge Ibaka is cocked back like he's going to punch him, and Matt Barnes is laughing in his face. Nobody scares of Serge Ibaka. Serge Ibaka is a P.
Gotta give him props, man. He picked like the toughest dude on the team to go after. You gotta give
this guy in the league, dude. In the league.
Yeah. He did it on the court. Let's see him do it in the alley. I bet he don't do that.
Oh no,
because neck tap will tear his neck off.
Yeah, That's the real.
He'll do it on the court when people get in front of him. He won't do it in no alley. I promise you that.
Cash, he's your fettuccine Alfredo player of the day if he picks a fight with him in the alley, man.
In the streets.
Oh, that's a real.
Next time ain't no joke. I already told you. Dude's like a super black belt. Like, dude's been studying his whole life.
Yeah,
he will kill everybody in the NBA.
He's like
Neck tat will kill every single player in the NBA.
I heard some other stats today. He's like undefeated in MMA and kickboxing.
Dude is a beast.
Yeah, I believe it. Like anything else from this game, Cash?
Nope, that's it.
Yeah, I think that I don't know.
You could come off a right and play Van Fleet. He'd be much lower owned. Like, that was a strategy for me the other day. I didn't do it because I played Napier and Westbrook, but you could do that. Like that is a possibility. There's just as good a chance as Van Fleet outscoring Wright as Wright outscoring Van Fleet.
The difference to me,
a blowout.
The difference to me though is Wright has shown me a ceiling that Van Fleet has I don't believe can get to. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I don't think he can get to 60 either.
So, I agree with you. I agree with you too, though. But the thing I think with it, and I kind of side with Cash on the side with Van Fleet more in this matchup because I don't think the game's going to stay close. I don't think Wright's going to get the blowout. I think Van Fleet's going to get the blowout, and he's much cheaper. I'd rather take a risk on the cheaper play.
Listen, I'm not saying you're wrong. Like, I don't try to dictate blowouts. I usually just follow the lines. Yeah. But what makes you think that Cleveland's going to blow out Toronto? I'm just curious. The game's in Toronto, and Cleveland didn't they just get destroyed by Minnesota? Like, they haven't been. I mean, granted,
Toronto just got blown up by Miami.
Toronto just got blown out by Miami. What was it, yesterday?
Yeah.
That was a blowout?
Was it a blowout?
I don't know. I didn't pay no attention.
I think it came back.
It was a 1 point
game. Okay. They were getting blown out. I think it came back.
It was a 1 point game, and I'm pretty sure they weren't they on a back-to-back? They just lost Lowry the night before in Brooklyn, didn't they?
Yeah, Lowry was out.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Van Fleet is going to outscore him. What I'm saying is that's a tournament play. Like a big tournament play, you're trying to win.
No. I get what you're saying. I'm just curious as to why Johnny thinks that Toronto is such a lock to get blown out.
Oh,
I'm just curious. I'm not saying you're wrong.
I'm
just curious. I don't know. I mean, Toronto's been pretty good. I understand they're missing Ibaka. I understand. So like maybe that kind of stuff works against them. Absolutely. But when I look at a guy like DeLon Wright, he's going to be matched up with Isaiah Thomas for at least 20-something minutes. I mean, matchups don't get much better than Isaiah Thomas. I mean, I love IT2 on offense, but defensively, so I feel like they still have some vulnerabilities. Like Cleveland's defense still has vulnerabilities. And Toronto, one thing, maybe Ibaka certainly helps with his blocks, but like that's the one thing about Toronto is they actually do play a little bit of defense. So I'm
a lot of defense.
Right. A lot of their players are there for defense. Like they kind of just.
But two of their better defenders are out. I mean, Ibaka's supposed to be like a good defender, and Lowry's supposed to be a good defender. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think this game's close. I think that Cleveland's still the class in the East, and I think with Lowry out and Ibaka out, I think it's just too much to be able to go over Cleveland. So I think Cleveland.
I mean, there's. Like, I don't know. A lot of people say blowout, but most games don't blow out until late. Like,
and that's why I say 12 points. To me, a blowout's 12 points. I think if the game's
12 points don't take nobody off the court. Everybody is still going to play if it's a 12-point game. They'll play all the way down to like there's just a few minutes left. So a blowout to me is like 30. Like you're up by 30 at the end of the third. Ain't nobody playing in the fourth. That's when if I say blowout, that's what I'm talking about. Because I don't see that happening at all. I don't see. It's a special circumstance, like Golden State today. If everybody was playing, I think that could have been a 30-point game at the end of the third. Mm-hmm. But once those guys got rolled out, no way. It was just not going to happen. Mm-hmm. It's special circumstances. It's terrible teams against elite, and both of these teams are good. And I don't even think Ibaka matters too much. If Lowry was still there and Siakam was playing power forward, it would be just fine. Mm-hmm. Lowry is the one that hurts,
right?
Not Ibaka.
Yes.
Well, but I think Ibaka can get some of the rebounds there with Love. I mean, I get what you're saying. I'm not saying Ibaka's this great elite player. Like, don't get me wrong, but I think he does make a big difference. I mean, if Siakam was the better play every night of the week, if he was like, he would be starting, or he should be starting.
Well, I think it's more that Ibaka provides more offense than Siakam does. Like I know Ibaka does get a lot of blocks. He got the nickname Ibaka for a reason. But I think like the main difference there, I think it's more that Ibaka produces on offense. Because Siakam, that's his issue, right? He doesn't really produce offense all that much.
No, he's just a hustle, defense, rebounds. He can't shoot.
Right.
Like Ibaka can spread the floor. Like you got to respect it. Right. He's not like the best, listen, but you got to respect that.
Yeah, it's a definite possibility. Don't get me wrong. Toronto is shorthanded. I was just curious because you seem pretty like, I know it's a first look, but you seem pretty much like I think I know this game's good. And I look at it and I look at a Sacramento Clippers game. Clippers coming on a back-to-back. Sacramento, I'm gonna have to guess the rotation. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's kind of rough. San Antonio maybe some value.
CK,
what's that?
We already know. It's going to be a new starting five.
It's going to be a new starting five.
We already know.
It will be. Sure, it will be.
So at least in the Cleveland-Toronto game, I know where the minutes are coming from. You know what I mean? So it's like, and I understand this game is probably going to be very popular. You know, no mistake about it. This is where the stars of the slate are, like DeRozan and,
For me, like I'm breaking it down for me how I'm going to play it tomorrow. I'm going to play it where it's a blowout.
Gotcha.
Because I don't want to play it. I'm in my head. It's a blowout, maybe 50 points, whatever you want to think. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm hoping it's going to be. Because that's the only way I'm going to be off this game, in theory.
No, I understand.
So I have to talk myself into this because I'm tired of getting burned by chalk.
Right.
And that's just what it is. And so I'm going to fade. As I said, I'm going to fade all the chalk tomorrow. It's not what my plays tomorrow are not going to be popular plays. But when I'm at the top of the leaderboard at the end of the night because I made the plays I made, because the chalk didn't go off, hey, it happens, right?
No. It certainly happens, man. Don't get me wrong.
I'm gonna take this down with GPPs now. Like I'm gonna I'm gonna play with Cashin. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna play to win or nothing. It is what it is.
I'm with it, man. I think I could find a way to win because I think in those other games at the end, I think you can get a little different. You'll find some lower ownerships, but I do think there's ways to win here. Like this is a slate where I think raw points definitely matter. And so to just immediately avoid guys like LeBron, I understand, like for instance, how many times have we seen a situation where one guy got there, maybe the whole game sucked, and the whole game, like Drummond today, right? That game ended up blown out. Drummond didn't even get to play a full run, but he still got the 60 himself. So maybe bringing a correlation play with Brooklyn, that would have screwed you. But if you would have played Drummond alone, you would have been fine. So I don't know if I can just push aside all of the players between Love, LeBron, Wade, DeRozan. Especially Love is intriguing from a GPP perspective because of what he's coming off the worst game of his life. It's
no. Just look at what happened against Orlando. Orlando was missing a starter. I mean, Jonathan Simmons is he's not no Lowry, but he was out, and they LeBron had to go bananas for them to win the game. Like, dude put up 76. Orlando is even with you could take out Lowry, Andy Ibaka, you could probably take out DeRozan, and Toronto is still a better team than Orlando.
Yeah, like honestly, like for me, like I gotta take a stand somewhere. It's a 3-game slate.
No,
I don't want to tie with 65 people anymore. I'm tired of this.
No.
When it gets to the leaderboard, it's
and listen, dude, I totally understand where you're coming from. Like just from the standpoint of chalk alone, how popular this game's gonna be, I get it. I totally get it. Just trying to talk some game theory, which I'm with it. But we will go ahead.
I can give you some unchalk plays. You want some unchalk plays?
Yeah, I gave you one. Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder, baby. Nobody's there. Nobody's on Jay Crowder tomorrow. OG. CJ Miles. Those guys are going to be popular. Baby. Yeah, those are one playing tomorrow. Like, come on. Like, if I'm playing anybody from this game, it's going to be Jay Crowder. It's going to be CJ Miles. It's going to be Van Fleet. It's going to be the blowout. Hodl, yeah. Well, he's not going to be popular. Siakam, though.
No, yeah, but
all right, let's go ahead and move on to this. We spent some extra time on this game because I do believe this is number one is the first game of the slate, and number two, it's got like the marquee stars of the night, and so we know the ownership's going to be there. So I wanted to spend some extra time, make sure we dug in deep because I think that's the game that a lot of people are thinking about and going to look at first. So
everybody's gonna be on that game for sure.
Yes,
for sure. Agreed.
Let's move it on over though. We got the Los Angeles Clippers playing on the back end of a back-to-back, visiting Sacramento. Again, the team with many starting fives. Johnny, what's your take on the game?
Yeah, so Clippers coming from a back-to-back. I don't think it's really gonna affect Lou Williams. His shot might be off a little bit. He's a little bit tired, but he can still go to the rim and. They have some other scores there with Wallace now and other stuff going on and other players that are doing pretty good. So I like this game. This is probably my favorite game on the slate. I think it's going to be the least owned game, and I think I'm going to have my most exposure. Me and Cashin and CK were talking earlier. Griffin's going to be back. If Griffin's back, I probably won't play like Lou will, but I'd probably be on like Wallace, his price hasn't gone up. He's still 3,600. So I really like this game. I'm going to really attack here, and then I'm gonna mix and match some pieces from the San Antonio Lakers game. So I'm gonna just go ahead and give you the breakdown if Blake Griffin's not gonna play because questionable. We can't guarantee that. So as of right now, I'm on Lou Will. Lou Will is probably my favorite play. He's gonna be a little chalky, but if the Clippers are gonna win this game or be in this game, he's gonna have to be a big part of it. So I definitely like him. And then I believe Hill's going to be out tomorrow, so I would run it back with like a Fox. Wallace is definitely in this. I'm off of Evans. He was just missing shots today. He didn't look really good. I didn't really like that. I would definitely play a lot of the Bogdanovich tomorrow. I like him. He's looking really good right now. He's got a price of 5,000, but I like him. I also like Buddy Hyde in this game as well. Yeah, Buddy Hyde, and that's a complete contrarian play because nobody wants to play Buddy Hyde anymore. And I'm even on like Montrezl Harrell tomorrow, against Zebo and stuff like that. I'm not on DJ. I'm not any of those plays, but definitely I think Harrell can have a decent game tomorrow if Blake's not in. Those are the directions I would be going. Maybe some Zebo, maybe some Willie Cauley-Stein, but. For me, I'm really focusing on this game. I'm going to really see where the ownership's going to go, where they're going to land, and I'm going to take a complete contrarian approach tomorrow. I'm not saying that it's a cash game tournament. Like, don't follow anything I'm saying right now for cash games, but this is definitely, I think, viable for flyer tournament tomorrow to win.
Yeah, definitely. But Buddy Hyde, and I know people.
Buddy Hyde, baby. Buddy Hyde, ride or die.
The next Steph Curry, according to the Sacramento Kings.
It was the worst.
Yeah. Talk about a hot take. Cash.
I like that.
What do you
think? It was as good as the next Russell Westbrook, right?
Hey, man. Y'all down.
Saturansky,
Y'all down and dude, man. Y'all down and dude. Dude is coming. He's coming for Steph. Steph, watch out.
He's crazy.
Who, he's talking about Hyde now? Buddy Hyde? Oh, great.
Oh, that's funny.
He's coming, man. He's coming. Just so he could get the minutes. Just for this coach feeling so freaking terrible.
He's had 40 minutes and he did like 5 points in him. I don't know. What do you expect from him? Like,
in this game, my goodness gracious, Zebo's price on FanDuel is crazy. He is under $5,000. He is not getting the minutes, but just a few games ago, he played only 25 minutes against Charlotte. Went ham. If Blake Griffin is out, I like Zebo. Zebo will get some DeAndre, and if Blake Griffin is out, I love DeAndre. Don't love that price at $9,000, but I really, really like DeAndre if Griffin is out. Lou Williams. Lou Williams is $9,000 today. I wish I knew. Like DeRozan is going to be more popular than Lou Williams if Blake Griffin is announced out.
I don't know about that. After what Lou did today.
Yeah,
last time
I
everybody played DeRozan, he put up a 37. Last time everybody played Lou, he put up a 61.
Exactly.
There is an East Coast bias, though. You're right, Johnny. There is.
There's East Coast bias. I think that because especially everybody wants to watch that primetime matchup. So like LeBron and that's gonna be so heavy owned. So I think that he's gonna be lower owned for sure.
I think they're both just gonna be very popular. You know,
everybody's gonna be popular. Like
it's a 3-game slate. Yeah, everybody's gonna be popular. Like, you know,
yeah, but yeah,
you gotta play the best plays.
So you think DeRozan will carry more ownership than Lou Williams?
Yes.
You think so, CK?
I honestly think it'll be a little more even. I think like on FanDuel for one, you can play them both, right? Like you need 2 shooting guards. You know, I know they're both expensive, but like outside of LeBron James, it's not like there's a million studs to pay up for today. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I feel like
that's the thing on DraftKings, you can play them both in the same lineup because there's no studs to pay up for.
Right.
So like I think that they'll be both played together mostly.
That's what I'm saying. I think they'll both be exactly. I think they'll both be right. But I mean, like we just said, it's a 3-game slate. Everybody's gonna be freaking popular. It's like, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, I like Lou Williams, of course, but coming off that huge game at $9,000, that just screams fade spot for me. Like DeRozan was the same thing the other day. Like DeRozan just went ham. DeRozan price went up, and he was uber chalk with Lowry out, and that was my fade of the day. Like that's what I feel like Lou Williams is today. Like I think right now he would be my fade, and I would rather go to DeRozan. But I like DeAndre Jordan a lot. I like Zebo a lot. I wish, how does George Hill miss again? I don't know. I mean, something has to be wrong. That's all I know.
I was reading there's a family issue. That's why he hasn't come back yet.
Yeah, a baby issue, his wife issue, or whatever she is to him.
Maybe he found out it wasn't his kid. I don't know.
But if he doesn't play, I'm not going to play Fox. He's in play. Of course, everybody's going to play against the Clippers, but I'm not going to play him. I'm not going to play him at that price. I'm just not going to do it. He's a good play, though, but he won't be on my team. That's a guarantee.
What's his price on FanDuel?
6'3".
Oh, that's a lot, yeah. Okay.
I would much rather go over here to the shooting guards and play one of them.
I don't know if I want to play Fox against Juwan Evans.
I don't want to play him against anybody at 6'3".
Fair enough. Good point.
But I do like Juwan Evans, though, because Milos ain't going to play, right? He was close yesterday, right?
He hasn't been rolled out yet.
He might play, but
man, against Milos, then it's.
I mean, that would lower him, of course. Yeah. But you know who it ain't gonna lower? You better call Tyrone. Love this kid, man. I love this kid. Give a damn what nobody say. I love this kid right here. This is like Jakar Sampson, but he's gonna play. Kid is gonna play.
But do you think he's gonna get the minutes if Milos comes back and
Yes.
with Blake Griffin
because
back
of CJ Williams. CJ Williams out, right? They still got to avoid the fielder. Oh, is Blake Griffin supposed to come back?
Okay. If Blake Griffin's coming back, yeah.
I see.
Yes. Now, Blake Griffin comes back, it destroys everything.
That destroys everything. Yeah.
It destroys the whole team. Like, I can't play Jordan. He just can't play nobody. So, hopefully he's out. I don't know. But, I mean, they do have Wesley Matthews. I mean, not Wesley Matthews. They're almost the same players. They got the same name. No, Wesley Johnson.
Wesley Johnson. Oh, he's bad.
Well, I know that, but he's going to play. I mean, he plays for Doc Rivers. Doesn't matter how bad you are. Like, I could play for Doc Rivers.
Would you rather play Bogdan, though?
I like Tyrone. He's very cheap. He's going to be able to make you fit in what you want to fit in, which maybe becomes popular. But I like the kid. I like watching the kid. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely, this situation is a situation where Sacramento kind of got to guess. Because, not just the starters you have to guess, but I saw some people in the chat was saying how lately they've been doing more consistent lineups. But their rotation is still up in the air. It's like them, the Lakers, like a lot of these guys, their rotation's up. So I do think you're playing a little bit more of the guessing game, which makes for a great tournament option. Because if you happen to get it right, you're gonna be ahead of a certain amount of the field. So
there ain't nothing consistent about their starting five because it is different every single day.
Yes, I keep track with your tweets. I always look for Cashin.
I just stopped tweeting. I was like, man, people are gonna get tired of this. I just stopped. It does every day since I've stopped. It's a new freaking starting five every single day. It is never the same ever.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Definitely, I don't like play. I always preach about not liking to play. There's only certain big men that I like to play on the back end of a back-to-back. DeAndre doesn't really make that list, but I will acknowledge this is a phenomenal spot for DeAndre Jordan, especially if you are going to consider fading a guy like Lou. This is a situation where if Lou had a bad game, assuming Blake was out, obviously if Blake came in, he could be the guy, but assuming that Blake was out and they were playing the same squad, I could see DeAndre Jordan being the kind of guy to keep him in there. I know he's not, a super offensive threat, but in these situations, we've seen him kind of thrive, and he's just priced up. So it's gonna be interesting, man. Definitely a team with no defense. Neither of these teams play defense. They might play a little slower, but they do not play defense. So definitely a situation that we want to dig into tomorrow and try to exploit the best we can. Let's move over to this last game, Johnny. San Antonio at the Lakers. I think Tony Parker is supposed to be ruled out, right? We know Kawhi's gone. Other than that, man, what do you think?
Yeah, so this game intrigues me a lot too. I think that I'm going to get a lot of my big men play from here. I like, the comparison I have is, Aldridge or Jordan. And Aldridge is only $100 more, so I think Aldridge is going to be the chalk tomorrow here, but I think at 8,500, he's probably, for me, the best play on the whole entire slate right now against the Lakers. I like this. I really like Gasol tomorrow, revenge against Lakers at home, Lakers at home, so I like this. He's priced down at 5,700, so I like that. I really like Julius Randle. I think this game is going to stay close. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think the Lakers are really going to push for it. I've heard a lot of talks here with all the players supporting Luke Walton after what Alonzo's dad said, and the rest of the players are basically supporting Walton. So I think they're going to come out and play, and they're really going to play well. I can see Lonzo Ball having a huge game tomorrow. He put up a huge number, 50 DraftKings points almost last game, and he only put up 10 points or something or less. I don't know. So if he could just shoot and score a little bit, imagine what his ceiling's going to be. So, I like attacking Spurs at the point guard position. So this is definitely a play for me with Ball. So I'm going to be heavy on Ball tomorrow for sure. And that's going to, get off of, the chalk with, I think DeRozan and that Cleveland game a little bit. And I don't think Ball's ever really highly owned. So I really like that. I like Randall a lot tomorrow. His price has gone up to 6,500, but he's just been a beast. I mean, he's showing either Lakers, you want to keep me or you want to trade me. And if you want to trade me, I want this team to know who I am and I want to get paid, So I think Randall and Ball tomorrow, you stack them together, maybe with some Aldridge, and then you bring it back with with a Aldridge, Gasol, and maybe even I might play from 2 nights ago, Bertans. I think he's a good play still. So So I also like Mono Ginobili in this game a lot. I think he's a good play. He's been playing really well. He sat out the last game on a back-to-back, so he'll definitely be in for this game. And then you also have Kyle Anderson. So I think there's a lot of good plays here. The only plays I'm really off of here are going to be more of the wing players. The San Antonio is pretty good against the wings in general. So like I'm not going to play like an Ingram or in like a KCP or anything like that tomorrow. But definitely I'm on the bigs from both teams, and I like Ball as point guard.
Muted. Gotcha. Okay. Cash, what are your thoughts on this game?
Got a major problem at center today on FanDuel.
Oh. What's the problem?
Because he wants to play Gasol.
I really like Julius Randle.
And you really like Gasol.
A lot.
Yep.
And I really like Pau Gasol at 5'5".
Yeah, you like DJ.
And I could also play some Brook Lopez at 4'4".
Yep.
I don't love that. Like, I really like those two, and I really like DeAndre Jordan if Gordon is out. If Gordon rolls in, then I only got to go down to 2. I only got to pick from 2.
You mean Griffin, right?
Oh, yeah, Griffin. The next thing I want to say about this game is hallelujah. KCP finally got over 30 again. Don't love it here against the Spurs, but I just love to see they got over 30 again. It's about freaking time. And the next thing I want to say about this game is the Magician. The Magician has not disappeared for a minute. Like, the Magician is front and center. He's out there. He's showing himself. Like, he say, look at me, see me, I'm here, motherfuckers. I ain't going nowhere. Because he's been phenomenal. But it's also the Magician. And the time is coming where he is going to disappear. And that time is going to come in a nut matchup. It's coming. And it is coming. It is coming. I am not playing the Magician. I don't care. I am not playing him at 9-9. I don't know what his DK price is, but on FanDuel, I am not playing this dude. And he is going off. I'm not playing him. I don't care. I'm not playing him at 9-9. I don't care what the situation is. I don't know what the circumstance is. I don't care how good he's been. I'm not playing LaMarcus Aldridge at 9-9.
I wouldn't either. He's only 8,500 on DraftKings, so.
It sounds like you have developed some sort of LaMarcus Aldridge, what is it called?
Complex?
Like a complex, but PTSD. It seems like you have some post-traumatic stress. I think you have some PTSD from LaMarcus Aldridge, Cash, and you may need to talk to somebody that is more qualified than me. But this is a phenomenal spot, and I'm with you. The price is outrageous. It's like it seems like they're at least on FanDuel they're trying to make you choose, right? Do you want to play the LeBrons and the DeRozans and the Lus, or do you want to play the LMAs? Because that's really what they did on FanDuel is they overpriced people to make you have to pick. You know what I mean?
And I got one more. I got other things to say. FanDuel, you need to get it together. You need to put Randall back to power forward.
Yeah.
It's starting to piss me off.
Yeah, and he's actually a power forward right now. He's actually playing power forward.
He's starting at power forward. The donut is back. He's soft with a hole in the middle. That's him. He's back. So, yes, let's put Randall back to power forward. Pretty please. Okay, next thing I want to say is Lonzo Ball. Your dad's a freaking moron, and I love him. He's awesome. But did you see what Luke Walton said in his press game conference? The day after that he said what he said about him? Did you see that? Oh, it was awesome. Lonzo Ball was playing bad, and he pulled him early. And then they asked him about it after the game. He said, yeah, I pulled his ass because his father was talking S about him. That was hilarious. That was a good job, Luke Walton. I got to give you a thumbs up. You still suck a D because you can't coach, but I like Lonzo Ball against San Antonio. I play point guards and centers against San Antonio. That's what I do. I like him here. He's definitely in play. Who is not going to be played by most is Murray. Is Parker announced out 100% or?
No, he's highly questionable.
Okay, so nobody's clicking on Murray today. Like, he was popular. He didn't play. He played the last game, but he sprained his ankle late in that game or something.
What was that again?
Tony Parker sprained his ankle late in that game.
On Monday, yeah, late Monday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, he's not gonna play. But people was playing Murray. He sucked. Then they played him again, and he sucked again.
Don't forget Ginobili.
And then the last game, he was good. He was very good against Sacramento. But I like that at 3-8. I could go there if I need to. And Ginobili is my dude. Ginobili is a baller. I'm gonna miss him. He's gonna retire after this year. But unlike Dirk Nowitzki, he's still playing well. I can't sit here and say I don't want to chase it because it's not chasing when he's only 4-4. The dude just put up a 40 and a 34 at 4-4. He was min price at that 34. He was 35 or 36. But yeah, that's a great play if you need it. Might be a better play than Tyrone, but
long D style.
I'd rather play Tyrone personally.
Long D style.
Manu against the Lakers is this? Have they already played the Lakers in LA already?
No, they haven't. But on DraftKings, Mano's $600 more.
So he's a much better player on FanDuel.
Yeah.
But I wish this was his last game against the Lakers. That's something I want to start. I attacked him against the Knicks his last game in the Garden. That's something I want to do. I want to attack him in certain places his last game now. And the Lakers will be one of them. So, I mean, I like that. And small forward, I really don't like none. Anderson, I love, but he's killing me. And Ingram, I don't want to play Ingram when Randall is in the starting lineup. Kuzma, I wish, but he's only going to play 25 minutes. If you want to play him in cash, he's probably going to go get you 25 in 25 minutes. That's what he's going to do. And that's pretty much it. I don't want to play Bertans. But he is a good play, though, at 4-5. But that's not a back-to-back. And Powell and the Magician is going to play. But my favorite plays of the game is Randall, Powell, in ball, and then Ginobili.
Boom. I like it. It's an ugly slate. I mean, I enjoyed talking about it with you guys. Appreciate your company. But you did not change my mind. The slate still sucks. The slate is, it's still, but, we will figure it out. It's what we do. So, Johnny, you're on the Y stream tomorrow, right? I think it's myself, Paulie D, Johnny on the Y stream tomorrow, and it's going to be fun. I'm going to do what I do. It's 3 games, so, I'm going to dig a little bit. There's not too much to go into. It should be a light day, but we'll do what we do, man. We're going to dig in. We don't know what kind of news is out there. For those of you in the chat, yes, we know his name is Buddy Hield. We know it's not Buddy Hyde. It's just a little joke. But other than that, any closing thoughts on this slate, Johnny?
No, just looking at this and looking at what we already know, it doesn't look like you're going to hear any news or anything crazy. But something weird is going to happen
could
tomorrow.
Get the mud butt, and it happens sometimes.
And and you always know in these small slates, some weird crap happens. So
yeah,
you might see tomorrow where DeRozan sits too. You know what I mean? Something might weird happen. So just be prepared. Yeah. Remember, this is the first look, and we're breaking down with as much information as we have, and we don't have the lines right now. That would be very helpful, and that can tell us if somebody's going to sit or anything like that. So that's it for me. I think. For me tomorrow, right now, the way I'm looking at it is I'm going to run, probably one lineup. I was actually thinking of taking the slate off, but probably just going to run one lineup tomorrow, and hopefully you don't talk me anymore, CK. And other than that, we'll be good.
There we go. Cash, any closing thoughts?
Yes. Vince Carter. If you got money to burn, not a lot of money. I mean, not necessarily today. I'm just saying. If you got money to burn, you playing in a donkey.
He's gonna light up tomorrow.
And Sacramento's on the slate, and that price is gonna come back down eventually. You put him in, he's got a floor of a 0 because he might not play, but dude can go for 40, and he can win you $100,000 off of 4. That's what can happen. Not saying it's not today. I'm saying in the future, if you have $4 to burn, put Vince Carter on a donkey team. Because this dude is going ham when he gets 30 minutes. That's all I wanted to say. He was min price at that 39 and that 33. Woo!
I'm just gonna YOLO it tomorrow.
Gonna YOLO it. Phenomenal. All right, guys. It's always fun. Always appreciate it with you guys. Don't forget, for those of you watching, if you're not signed up at wisetape.com, go to wisetape.com. Check out some of the packages. We have packages all different kind. We just launched a new thing. We got golf here. We're gonna have NASCAR coming up. And what, Cash? Like a month? Less than a month? February? I think NASCAR starts back up.
February 18th.
February 18th.
Counting down the days on my calendar.
So we still got NFL playoff coverage. We still got NBA, obviously, 7 days a week now, on the weekends too. And of course, now we have CashinDFS's golf packages out, and the NASCAR is around the corner. So this could be a good time. We have a new week pass. You can come check us out. It's $14.99 for the week. So it's $5 more than the NBA week pass, which some people like to get. And you get access to all the sports that we offer. So you'll get MMA, you'll get golf, you'll get NASCAR when that comes. Just keep that in mind for those of you that don't like the commitment of a monthly price. Also, we have a 3-month package if you want to save a little bit of money, $74.99. That's you can go over to wisetape.com, check out the subscription. That'll give you access for 3 months. You are getting a discount. It's normally $90 for the 3 months. You're getting $74.99, and you will get access to all the sports for 3 full months. Other than that, guys, we have all kinds of packages. I recommend, at least for the basketball, if you're stuck, you don't know what to do, it's a 3-game slate, it's ugly, it's $2.50 to get an NBA day pass. Come in for the day for NBA, get access to CashinDFS's GPP articles, get access to the Y stream, which will have myself, Johnny, and Paulie D, the OG, on it. And we can help you out. We got a bunch of other tools and everything too. So check us out, guys. Other than that, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that thumbs up, that like button. It really helps us out. It means a lot to us. We try to do this show for free for you guys every day. All we ask for is to show the appreciation by subscribing to the YouTube channel and giving us those likes, because it does help us out. If you're listening on Podbean, give us a follow. If you're listening on iTunes, give us some 5-star reviews. All these kind of things help us grow, helps the nation grow, helps keep the nation strong. So support us so we can keep doing this for you guys. So for Johnny the Greek, for CashinDFS, myself, and the entire Wise Take Nation, as always, good luck.
Yes.